Hi friends, watch this video if you want to know about the top 20 Selenium automation interview questions asked for 0 to 5 year experienced candidates. So the first question is, why do you use Selenium when you have many other tools in the market? So we use Selenium because it's open source and it supports automation in multiple web browsers and in multiple operating systems. So the next question is, what are the different types of locators you are using? So IDE, XPath, CSS selector, link text, partial link text are some of the locators we are using. Next question is, which locator is more fastest and more reliable? So ID and CSS selector are more fastest and reliable compared to other locators like XPath. So the next question is, how do you handle synchronization? So we can use ways like implicit, explicit and fluent way to handle synchronization issues during automation. Next question is, how do you handle dynamic web elements? We can handle dynamic web elements by using XPath functions like contain, starts with and normalize space. So next question is, how do you handle drop-down automation? So using select class, we can identify drop-downs and select by value index and visible text are some of the ways to select values from the drop-down. So how do you handle alert message automation? So using driver.switch2, we'll be able to switch the Selenium control to the alert message, and using accept and dismiss method, we can click OK and cancel button accordingly. Okay. So next question is, what are the different types of exceptions you see during automation? So null pointer exception, stale element exception, no such web element exception are some of the commonly seen exceptions during automation. Next question is, how do you switch between multiple browser windows? Using driver.get window handles, we can switch to multiple browser windows. So next question is difference between driver.get and navigate. So both are used to navigate to particular URL, but the difference is navigate to has additional functionalities like we can go backward, forward to refresh. Also it maintains the browser cookies. Next question is difference between find element and find web elements. So find element returns a single matching web element, whereas find elements returns a list of all the matching web elements. Okay. Next question is, how do you launch browser using Webdriver? So there are two approaches here. So we can you set the set property and call the browser instance like Firefox driver or Chrome driver. From Selenium 4, we don't have to define system.set property because Webdriver manager itself have the capability to maintain driver management. Okay. So next question is, how do you perform mouse and keyboard interactions using Selenium? So using actions class, we can do drag and drop or double click, context click, double click, etc. Okay. And the next question is, what are the OOPS concepts you are aware of? So you can explain about polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, etc. Okay. Next question is, how do you prioritize TestNG? So we can use TestNG priority attribute to define prioritization to our Selenium test. Okay, priority equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Next question is, what frameworks you have worked on? You can explain about data driven keyword framework or PDD framework. Next question is, what is page object model? So for every web pages, we will be having corresponding page object